What's up everybody, this is Jinx. Welcome back to my channel and my playthrough of LEGO The Lord of the Rings. Before we kick off this video right where we left off last time, there are a couple things I wanted to let you guys know about. First, you'll notice here in options that I have turned the background music off. Um, I did that because I noticed on the first two episodes that I posted, there were some copyright claim IDs. Nothing that's going to prevent you from watching the video or anything like that, but just that we don't have that issue every single time. There were all issues of the soundtrack in the background, so I just decided it would be easier to just turn the background music off. So I went ahead and did that. The other thing is that I wanted to discuss some cheats. Now, remember I was telling you that the red bricks that you can collect will unlock cheats for you. Well, the other way that you can do that is by going here in your pause menu to options, extras, and entering the codes. Now, these codes are all available online, but I will list the ones that I'm going to use. I will put them in the description box. These are just the 5 that I consider most useful if you are trying to get to 100% completion and don't want to spend too much time grinding for studs and everything. So I'm just going to turn on a couple of these. So you're going to hit enter code. And whether or not you guys want to use cheats is completely up to you. My first playthrough, I didn't. And it just took a lot longer. I think the first time I played this, it took about almost 60 hours of playtime to get everything. And then the second time I played through only took about 32 hours or so because I turned on some of these helpful cheats close to the beginning. So the first one is called Attract Studs, and it's C7 FJ. And of course, if you have a keyboard or something for your PS3, then putting in these codes will go a lot faster. 7B. Right? So you see it says Attract Studs Unlocked. Okay, so then we're just going to put in the next one. The Attract Studs is basically going to turn your character into a stud magnet. Next one is for character studs, and the code is PR 3V 4K character studs unlocked, and that basically means that every enemy that you kill will give you a few studs. Next one is Fall Rescue, and that is WS 68 P2 and the fall rescue just means that if you fall off an edge, you won't die. You'll just kind of pop back. These are just things that make the stud collection go a little bit faster. You're less likely to lose studs from falling off a cliff. Oh, I did not hit enter. Fall rescue unlocked. So if you don't die from falling off a cliff, you can't lose studs. You get studs quicker when the enemies are also dropping them. Okay, the next one is regenerate hearts. Now you can still be killed and you can still die if you walk into fire or something like that. It just makes it a little harder to die. And this code is H5L6 N6. Okay, regenerate hearts unlocked. And the last one is studs times 2. Now, like I said, all these codes are available online. This is, I'm not sure if that's 1F5 or IF5. Let me double check. think it's a 1. Let's try it with a 1, shall we? Now, there are other stud multipliers that you can get with the red bricks. The reason why they're not all available in code is because the point is to help you out a bit, not necessarily break the game. So, 1F5, YH2. Okay, so normally studs are a silver stud is worth 10, a gold stud is worth 100, blue studs are worth 1,000, purple studs are worth 10,000. So now all those studs are doubled. So silver is worth 20, gold is worth 200, blue is worth 2,000, and purple are worth 20,000. The stud multipliers are cumulative, so if we had studs times 2 and studs times 4, that would be studs times 8, and so on. So when you have all the stud multipliers, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, every stud you collect is worth 3,840 times what it's usually worth. So obviously, if you were doing that from the beginning, studs would never, ever, ever be an issue. You'd barely spend any time collecting them and still have massive amounts of studs, which would kind of be game breaking. So the way the game avoids that is that the only cheats that are available through the codes are ones that will make it easier, not necessarily break the game. Okay, so now that we've got them entered, we just need to turn them on. So studs times 2, character studs, attract studs, fall rescue, and regenerate hearts. And as I said, those will all be available in the description box. It's up to you whether or not you want to use codes the first time. I'm not doing anything that's really going to make the game too easy, but they will make the collecting of studs a little bit easier, because I know sometimes you know, you guys get bored if I just spend a lot of time running around hacking stuff to get studs. This way we're doing less of that and more actually focused on the story. Alright, so all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So we had arrived here in Bree. And I believe we already activated our map stone, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. So, let's get to the next mission.
You look like a helpful sort. Fancy making me a Methyl Trowel to replace my tatty old one? For your trouble, I'll let you in on a secret to help you seek out other quests.
Okay, so this is a quest mission that they're actually requiring us to do before we can continue with our storyline, which is basically going to teach us how to do it, so that's not a bad thing. So, there's the design for the Methyl Trowel. And we're going to stand over here, pick the design we want. It's the only one we have right now. It tells you underneath how many mithril bricks it's going to need. So 2. And we just run back over here. Jump up and down on the bellows to fire up the furnace. And let the blacksmith do his thing. Okay, we now have a Methyl Trowel. Those are all the mithril items that can be forged. Press and hold circle to open the treasure trove and select the Methyl Trowel. And now I can show you the other things I got too, so. Alright, we've selected the Methyl Trowel, and now we can leave. Now, as you remember before, Sam was the only one who could dig, because he's the only one who had a spade. Now, with the Methyl Trowel, as long as you're in free play, anybody can dig. Anybody can access the treasure trove. So before we go continue, I'll just show you if it will let me now. Yes. Okay, so these are the items that came in the weapons pack DLCs. So there's a party favor, which is actually an explosive cake. Let's see. Okay. There is a troll mace. These are the 3 rings of power given to the elves. So they each do something different. That one has a fire burst. This one has a air burst. That one has a water burst. Then we also have a double-bearded whirlwind axe, a Morgul blade, helm of gemstones, Balrog helm, Elrond's circlet, the Barad-dûr helm, and a Grand helm. None of these weapons here on the right, or these helms, give you any kind of special abilities. However, the party favor explosive can be used to blow up several mithril. So, if you're in free play and you need to blow up several mithril, then you can use that. Okay, so let's pull out our spade again, or our trowel.
Thanks for your help.
Quest giver. Alright, so these are the red... No, we don't want to go in yet. Oh, well. We'll get back to that red brick in a second.
Excuse me. Good evening, little masters. What can I do for you?
We're friends of Gandalf the Grey. Can you tell him we've arrived?
Gandalf? Not seen him for 6 months. What do we do now?
What's that?
Something for the road.
I can get you one.
You draw far too much attention to yourself. I know what hunts you.
What are they?
They are the Nazgul ring wraiths. At all times, they feel the presence of the ring
Where are you taking us?
into the wild.
Alright, so before we go into the wild, where is that? Ah, here it is. Okay, so these are what the red bricks look like. This is the quest finder. And then you would just purchase it. I'm not going to turn it on right now because if you remember correctly, when we look at the map from a map stone, which you can pull up at any time with the map, the quests are all marked anyway, as long as you found the map stone. So the quest finder isn't one to me that's a huge deal, so I'm not going to turn that on right now. So that is how you get red bricks. You complete a quest and you get a red brick. Now, not all quests give you red bricks. Some of them will give you a mithril brick. It depends on what they're asking for. If they're asking for a treasure item, which is a non-mithril forged item, then you'll get a mithril brick. If they're asking for a mithril forged item, then you'll probably get a red brick. So, let us continue, shall we? We are following our stud trail. Our guide studs, as they were called, okay? There we go. You'll see on the left-hand topish side of the screen, under Aragorn's picture, it shows a ×2. That's how you know your stud multiplier is on. You do have to activate the codes every time you turn on your game. New mapstone. Mapstone discovered in Weathertop. There will be 2 quests, 1 red brick, 2 characters to buy, 12 mithril bricks, and a design. So we will discover all that in free play. Continue following our guide studs. So here we go. I think that's a cool idea, the drawing turning into like a watercolor painting. Very pretty.
We shall rest here tonight.
These are for you. Keep them close. I'm going to have a look round.
Stay here.
What about second breakfast?
Forget swords, we're hungry. Okay, so it wants us to gather 3 firewood. I want your sword. Here's some wood. And you don't have to run back here and put it in the fire pit every time because it will stay in your inventory. Since we were right next to it. And we haven't really gotten to play with Pippin and Mary much, so I figured we'd give them a chance. This is Pippin that we're playing with now. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Ooh, shiny. And we can see that we're going to need Sam. And we know that we need Mary to fish. Make sure you get the glow for the highest number of bonus studs. Alright. Sam. Now Sam's got the pan, that's why I saved him. He can combine these items that glow. Fish, we got an egg. And we got tomatoes. You notice how we don't have to walk over every stud anymore. As long as we get close to it, we kind of soak up the studs. Alright. Combine that in our pan. And let's have some breakfast. Come on.
Want a tomato, Sam?
What are you doing?
Tomatoes, sausages, nice crispy bacon.
Put it out, you fools! Put it out!
That's nice.
Go!
Okay, we'll go ahead and save. And Sam does a pretty good job of using his pan as a weapon. If you're not sure which way to go in a Lego game, start breaking stuff. You'll discover the way. Breaking stuff is more than just stud collection. It is also, hang on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. That's my dog, Rusty. He, likes to bark at the neighbors from time to time. Okay, plant. Strong plant. Pick up a rock. Same with the other one. And we have a nice little path. One of three, which means if we find the other two, we'll get a mini kit. Planting again. Hold eggs when bouncing to bounce higher. Cool. What you building, Sam? Ooh, another fire. What happened to your pan? There it is. Not that he can't just punch stuff, but it makes it a little easier. Oh, so let me show you guys this fall rescue. So if I were to fall off the edge, instead of dying, it just kind of bounces you back up there. So, makes it a little less likely that you're going to lose studs that way. Okay, so it looks like we need to team up here. There we go. Building. This is our true adventure. See how much faster in the level we got that than without those few cheats. So They do make a difference if you want to give them a try. Come on, I need Sam. Give me Sam. Sam. There we go. Light a fire. Rock climber. Oh, there's another plant. Second level in a row, we're seeing all the action here with all the planting. We're going to pick plant, number 2. And we need a dwarf to break that. Here's our third set. So we got our mini kit. There we go.
Back, you devils!